What shapes salvation? Let's read from chapter 2, verses 41 and 42. So then the received his word were baptized, and that day there were added about 3,000 souls. They were continually devoting themselves to the apostles, teaching, and to fellowship, and the breaking of bread, and let us think of the name of your family. What does it mean about friends? When I was growing up, it was our tradition that to those who joined us, we would share a meal with thanks the time of celebration. For we value time that we have with our Lord, you have given sacraments to remember, even as we set to remember for the time and thank you for what you did. In this message, give me the words, open the ears to those that through you reveal to us to know what is important to you for us to know. In Jesus' name. The 1820 Webster's Dictionary defines impressive, an outward visible sign of inward and spirit, or more a solemn ceremony joined by the head Christian to be observed by his, by which special relation to him is, or the renewed and it is our belief and is what just like that shows a family. When Peter immediately they had received the Holy many convicted in for these that when realize they are what we repent and for the forgiveness of it, and that day repent and they continue to go to the teaching in fellowship, and they had a common. They had it is the baptism and will be the sacrament. The baptism is the immersion in. Let's read chapter 6 verse. Therefore, carried with him through baptism into death, so that as Christ was raised from the dead through the glory of the Father, so we too might walk in newness. For when you are buried, baptized, you are immersed into the water. You're not buried, not just sprinkled, but you're buried into. There's also chapter 9 verse where it is public declaration that Jesus Christ and all nature will die with that we in water Christ just as Jesus was raised from the dead. Jesus and we are laid in with a where our own simple nature, our own, and that is to you, believer, and now a new life, a life that is sinless, a life that is pure, a life that is true. Let's read chapter 3, verse 6. After the as Jesus came up immediately from water, and behold, the heavens were opened. He saw the Spirit of God descending and light on when you're alive. The Holy Spirit does come upon you, and the Holy Spirit enters in through baptism. You receive the Holy Spirit. Let's read chapter 28, verse 2. Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The baptism started Jesus and gave us of being disciples. We just go out and make the disciples. They also make and baptize those baptized, not limited to a preacher or a pastor. That is completed by all with the Spirit of baptism. We also have the sacrament of baptism. Let's read James chapter 11, verses 24 and 26. And when he gave thanks, he broke it and said, "This is my body, which is for you. Do this in remembrance of me." In the same way, he took the cup also after supper, saying, "This cup is the new covenant in my blood. Do this as often as you drink it in remembrance. For as often as you eat this bread and drink the cup, you proclaim the Lord's death until communion. We in remembrance of communion. Break is a that remember that when Jesus gave took our sin, the Lord's Supper is the celebration, but it is for the belief in the gospel of Jesus Christ. That Jesus and crucified and was what Jesus made for. Let's look at chapter 53, verses 4. Surely he himself their sorrows he carried, yet we ourselves esteemed him stricken, smitten of God, and afflicted. But he was pierced for our transgression. He was crushed for our iniquities. The chastisement of our well-being fell upon him, and by his scourging we healed. Jesus upon himself our sin. Jesus took for us again For his is from the guilt of sin. In our thank against our Lord. Continue to proclaim the gospel until for his the church. Let's look at chapter 1, where we walk as he himself is the light. We have fellowship with one another. The blood of Jesus, his Son, cleanses us from all. The believers are in fellowship with others. We are an encouragement to in our fellowship. We build up each other. Fellowship. We strengthen each other without faith. We receive and live God. Chapter 6, verses 5 and 6. For if we have become united with him in likeness of his death, certainly we will also be in the likeness of his resurrection. Knowing this, that of God's that our old self was crucified with him, in order that our body of sin might be done away with, so that we would no longer be slaves. Jesus' baptism, we claiming that we are dead to sin. We are no longer to live, but live life of Jesus, a life that he gave us an example. He walked this earth, and he was. Let's also read Corinthians chapter 11, verse 4 to 26. And when he had given thanks, he broke it and said, "This is my body, which is for you. Do this in remembrance of me." In the same way he took the cup also after supper, saying, "This cup is the new covenant in my blood. Do this often as you drink in remembrance." Both of these, baptism and communion, are made of grace, a visible sign of what God is doing in the believer. The sacraments are not acts where we gain grace, but in our faith, the believer gains more grace from God. In remembering what Christ did, we are empowered by Jesus. Believers are to be empowered to no longer sin. Titus chapter 2, verses 11 and 14. 11 to 14. For the grace of God has appeared, bringing salvation to all men, instructing us to deny ungodliness and worldly desires, to live sensibly, righteously, and godly in the present day, looking for the blessed hope, the appearing of the glory of our great God and Savior, Christ Jesus, who gave himself up for us to redeem us from every lawless deed, and to purify himself a people for his own possession, zealous for good, minded to do good, and for the reasons of doing them there are many. But those good deeds are worthless without the old through Jesus in our good but for the right is for salvation, and others will probably is a struggle to deny the words of ungodliness, sin, to live righteous life. Hope is for which we purified for. You have that are not alone. Align your motivation and heart to the truth of the word. Baptized in. If you have, would you like to make a public record of your and I did with Jesus' death, burial, and the. How do you think being baptized will help you grow in your knowledge of God? For the community is proclamation of the Lord. And you share the gospel of Jesus with someone, we say, Lord, I thank you that you sent your son Jesus. We thank you gave your sacraments for us to hope and to understand how we are to interact with others, and then of our fellowship with others. Help us have understanding and motivation as we faith in your sacrament, and we will forget your salvation that you paid and go in your every day, remembering what Christ did, so we can Christ and live with Christ. Help us to. I'd like to get and make life, and let us have to share the gospel of Jesus, that was and rose so all could receive. In Jesus. I want to give you the opportunity today that you believe that Jesus Christ is God, that He came to earth sinless, died for you, and rose from the dead. Today, you confess your sins and ask for forgiveness. I ask you to repeat after me as I pray. Heavenly Father, I acknowledge that the separation between us is because of my sin. I confess that I have sinned and have fallen far short of your glory. I thank you that you sent your Son, Jesus, to pay the penalty for my sin. I believe that He died on the cross for me. I believe that you raised Him from the dead. I'm sorry for my sins, and I ask you to forgive and cleanse me. I want to turn away from everything that Bible calls sin and receive Jesus as my Lord, Master, and Savior. Help me to love, serve, and obey you for the rest of my life. In Jesus' name, I want to encourage you to grow in faith. You need God's Word, the Bible, every day. Take time about what is worth and ask the Spirit to guide you into this message. And every take time in talking your head, what's hard, what you don't understand, and time to listen to what He has to say, and to have other believers who will encourage you, who will strengthen you, who will make you sharp, so you will live the life that you are supposed to live, that is pure, holy, and
I'd like to invite you to attend services with me.
our service time Sunday and again. So let's go ahead and attend service.
Thank you for watching and sharing the videos. Together, we encourage others. Together, we share the gospel. I'd like to invite you to subscribe to the Encouragement and Prayer Ministries YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/@encouragement and prayer ministry, and share with your friends and your families so they can also be encouraged and hear the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'd like to invite you to subscribe to the Encouragement and Prayer Rumble channel at rumble.com/c/encouragement and prayer ministries, and share with your friends and your family so they can also be encouraged and hear the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'd like to invite you to become one of our members in our Facebook group. Our address is www.facebook.com/groups/encouragement and prayer ministries. This group, we also have chat rooms for prayer requests and questions, so we can be an encouragement to you, for you to grow in your faith, to pray for you, and to pray for others. I'd like to invite you to follow us on TikTok at www.tiktok.com/@encouragement and prayer. Let us be an encouragement to you. Let us share the gospel of Jesus Christ together. I'd like to invite you to follow us on Instagram for message highlights. You can find us at www.instagram.com/E&P Ministries.